Hey everyone. Hey everyone, peace and blessings to you. Michael here. For those that don't know me, I am Angel Michael Rojas. And I'm sharing this message with you today, Wednesday, June 1st at 4 p.m. Because starting next Wednesday, June 8th at 4 p.m., we start our 21-day manifestation program. Right. And this is running for 21 consecutive days within us. For something to take root within us, we need consistency, right? We really need practice. And it's just like anything else, right? Or anything that we're learning, anything that is we're taking to the next level, right? It's absolutely vital that there's just that consistency to it, right? It's paramount. So that's why it's 21 consecutive days. And it's at 4 p.m. Pacific time, starting June 8th, and it will be 30 minutes. There's a reason for it being 30 minutes. Is because we have a small window of when our attention is at its height, right? And so having a person um, focused for 30 minutes is really the duration we want. And so in those 30 minutes, we'll be talking about techniques as well as uh, actual practices, right? Because again, this is about us shifting to new levels, right? Because with manifestation, we're always manifesting. This is something we don't realize. We are literally manifesting every day, right? And so since we're always manifesting, why don't we manifest with intention and clarity and focus and purpose? So that's what we get to do. We get to learn techniques. We get to employ tools that enable us to do this. And this is the manifestation program I've been speaking about for a while. And candidly, I've been like, I haven't pulled the trigger until now because it just wasn't right. The timing just wasn't right. Those that know me know that things have to be aligned for me to move forward with something. And so we're finally at a point where it's like, okay, let's pull the trigger. Let's do this. Right. And so I've been in my practice with this now, with this focused manifestation, literally since the first of the year. And that's why some of you might have seen some of the other offerings that I put out of vision board, right, at the start of the year, right, at the start of spring. Same thing with crystal grids, right, because we're in this birthing season, right, and so spring is about birth, it's about growth, and so we as well might as well be in this season of growth, right. Um, I was also reflected upon it this past weekend of why is this spring feeling different than the past two springs? If you think about it, the past two springs, we have been hijacked by states of worrisomeness, states of scarcity, right? With, get the jab or not get the jab, right? That's really been the debate. And as a result of that, spring has come and gone in 2020 and 2021. However, we really weren't in the flow of it. Me personally, and I also know those that I work with, and just connected into the collective consciousness and just seeing folks, really not at it. So that's one of the reasons that we're finally now activated this program and offering it to you. The other reason is, with us being in this season, right, it's enabling us to utilize, this omniverse that we are part of, right? And so it's like being in the flow with it, right? And so that's something else that we get to do. A third reason is what has occurred since March of 2020, right? And so now we're living and experiencing different things. And candidly, I know that folks can benefit from living in fashions where there are heightened levels of prosperity and abundance. And it's really important that we understand prosperity and abundance in its totality versus how many of us narrow it down and what we narrow it down to. So often we associate it with money, right? And this is one of the things that we get to learn in this program is that money is only energy, folks. It's truly, truly only energy, right? And it's like, how receptive are we? How much energy are we pulling in, right? How are we aligning ourselves so that we can live our best life, so that we can, truly experience what we claim that we want to experience. This is something else that we get to learn, right? What is it that we actually gaining clarity on what it is that we truly want. What is the life that we want to live? Right? How will we be different by something coming into our experience that's different from what we're currently living? So these are the things that we're going to be breaking down literally every day. So we're going to be breaking these things down, um, illusions, myths, beliefs, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be working on those every day, as well as active in integrating us into higher states of awareness. Because again, this is something that we initiate, and then it's something that we just continue with life, right? Just like those that work with me know that I'm huge on gratitude, right? And that gratitude is just part of my daily life. Literally, before I get out of bed, the first thing that I do is I take that breath and I just like, thank you for this new day. I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for my body. I'm thankful for all my limbs. I'm thankful that I can see, that I can hear. I'm thankful that I had a good night's sleep. I'm thankful for my bed. I'm thankful for this room, either being cool or hot, depending the season that we're in, right? And so this just ends up being, this is how I show up in life, right? And this is why you'll often hear me talk about, it's like learning to live your practice. And so why not learn to live in an intentional way of where you are cultivating what it is that you think that you want, and more importantly, that you have the clarity so that you are truly cultivating what it is that you want. And so that's part, because that's part of our challenge as well, is that we really don't understand ourselves. We don't know what we want, so we get to figure all this out. So I'm inviting you to join me. The energy exchange is $33.33. Why 33.33? Why not 333? This is one of the other things that I'm big on, and that I'm a proponent on helping folks to expand to this, is to understanding that nothing should be a limit to us, right? And I'll get into more detail what that means, but it's like, um, okay, here's a broad stroke of what I mean by that. Money should not be an obstacle to what it is that we want to experience or achieve. Right? If money is an obstacle, then that's an obstacle that we need to address within us, because there's something deeper that is prohibiting us from that. Just something else we need to be aware of, right? So the energy exchange is 3333, and it's online, and it's every day at 4 p.m. That's starting next Wednesday, and that's why I'm sending this to you today, recording this today at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, June 1st. So we're going to be active in participation for 21 consecutive days. And for 30 minutes. 4 p.m. doesn't work for you, that's okay. You'll be able to hear the replays of each day. And again, this is you taking accountability, you taking responsibility, you taking action, and you participating in it at whatever is 4 p.m. for you. If you are listening to day 3 at 11 p.m. because that's when you have the time to, that's your 4 p.m., right? Something else we get to understand and learn. Okay, so that is some of what the program is comprising of. In addition to that, there's 3 Sundays that we'll be together. So immediately following each Sunday, I'm going to make myself available from 4:30 to 5:30 to answer questions for folks, for us just to be in open dialogue, right? And so that will be available. That is in addition to the 21 days. The 30-minute 21 days that we're in. There's 3 additional hours just to help people, just to gain clarity, because things take a minute to register within us. Then things take another minute for us to churn through it, right? For us to digest it, for us to start to reassemble it to where it starts making sense to us. Okay, that's why it takes things time to unfold. So that's the flow of it, and that's how we're going to work for these 21 days. And it will be either Zoom or a free conference call. Those are the 2 video softwares that I use. And yeah, it'll be one of those 2. I haven't decided which one yet. I use both. Actually, I think I'll use Zoom just because for this format and for the material that's going to be presented. Zoom will work better for this. So it will be Zoom, so then you'll have access to the Zoom replays each day, right? And so you'll be receiving an email each day. so that with access to the links, and then also the details on the exercises of the day, and and what is the action items that you should be taking each day. Because again, that's what has to happen. It is imperative that we're taking action. Okay. All right, everyone. Love you. Stay well, and look forward to sharing this time and this process with you. Love you. Blessings.